Eternals. Some have called it one of the worst entries in the MCU. Some people enjoyed it. I thought it was okay. Um, and the only reason why I thought it was okay and not completely trash is because some of the things that was introduced in the Eternals, like the Celestials and all those things, and I saw that what they were doing in Eternals was going to make room for Galactus in the MCU, which now we're getting to see. So that is the only reason why it was okay to me, and also the introduction of Black Knight. But otherwise, it was a pretty boring movie, and so I kind of agree with people when they don't like it. But we haven't heard anything about the Eternals since the movie, outside of Celestial Island, which was finally dealt with on Captain America: Brave New World, because even that no one really talked about after the Eternals. And another character or series we haven't heard about was Iron Wars, which was going to be centered around Rhodey's character. Armor Wars. I'm sorry, I said Iron Wars. Armor Wars, which was going to be centered around Rhodey's character, which, by the way, they completely killed, in my opinion, in Secret Invasion. I thought the way they handled his character and making him have been under in the bubble or whatever it was, because he was being mimicked, I thought was horrible and killed his story arc, in my opinion. But anyways, I'm going down a path I didn't mean to go down. The point I'm trying to make is Rhodey had a series, and now they haven't mentioned it. It's probably not going to happen, but rumor does show that we may or may not hear more from these two MCU properties. Let's take a look. All right, so this is coming from superherohype.com. It says MCU rumor gives update on Eternals and War Machine's future. A recent report suggests that Marvel fans have not seen the last of the Eternals and War Machine in the MCU. What is the status of Eternals and War Machine in the MCU? In a recent question and answer segment from Alex Perez on the Cosmic Circus, a question was asked about both the status of the Eternals and War Machine, specifically whether or not the Eternals would be done for in the future of the MCU. Perez said the group was not done for and that more would likely be shown off in the next saga of the MCU. Interesting. As for War Machine, Perez has less good news. At this point, probably not. Perez said of Rodney's status. I mean, we're about to head into Doomsday with a Rodney who hasn't been in his armor in a really long time and definitely has PTSD about getting into the armor again, which was something that they were planning to explore in Armor Wars. Not sure what they plan to do now because I'm not even sure he's in Doomsday. Originally released in 2021, Eternals received less than stellar reactions from critics and MCU audiences alike. The film grossed for 402 million at the global box office, which was profitable for the company, but has generally been regarded as one of the worst entries in the entirety of the MCU. War Machine did appear in the Disney Plus series Secret Invasion, that hot garbage, but did so without his armor. It's currently unclear whether or not Don Cheadle will appear in Avengers Doomsday as of now. So, to be honest, I could care less about seeing more of the Eternals. I thought, like I mentioned, I thought the movie was only okay, and everything I liked about the movie really had nothing to do with the Eternals themselves. So we could drop that and walk away from it. I think trying to reintroduce that group would not be a good look. And also, when you say the next saga, you must mean after the Mutant Saga, because I don't think the Eternals would make sense in the Mutant Saga, which is next. I mean, obviously, they could be worked in, but they should just walk away from the Eternals altogether. I just But I do like the idea of Black Knight, and I hope they get back to having his character. And I know there's lots of rumors of Marvel Knights potentially coming out or being worked on, so that would be dope. In regards to War Machine, listen, Rhodey is been with the MCU. I mean, since Iron Man 1, obviously Don Cheadle's character version has been there since Iron Man 2. Excuse me. Since Iron Man 2, I mean, he's an OG. And some of his best stuff, unfortunately, if you follow and believe Secret Invasion, he wasn't even Rhodey. So they got to fix that. Like, that can't be, Secret Invasion can't be the end of Rhodey. They have to go back and make it right for Don Cheadle, because his character is an OG character, been there since Iron Man 2, big part of the Avengers. And the fact that you just told us that most of the stuff that we saw him do was as a scroll makes it worse. So now it's like all of our favorite parts of Rhodey was a scroll. And so they got to fix that, man. So I hope, I'm not saying it needs to be an entire series, but I do hope they do something to rectify Rhodey's the way they have him in Secret Invasion, and I hope they do right by that character, because again, he's an OG and he deserves to be at least have a wrap up on his story, because if they drop it like that, that's going to suck. But anyways, what do you all think of this news? Do you care about the Eternals' potential in future MCU projects, or do you care about War Machine and potential in future MCU projects? Let me know your thoughts in the comments.
Thanks so much for watching. Do me a favor. If you like the content, don't forget to click that like button and subscribe. And hit that little alarm button as well so you can get alerted whenever I post new content. And also, do me a favor, share with other people who you think would like this content as well. We have a big goal of 1,000 subscribers we're trying to get to, and we need your help. Appreciate it. Till the next one. Peace.